Hey, what's up, family? Today's video, I brought my camera with me to Grandpa Jake's funeral services, and I just walked around asking people some basic questions. Everyone who participated, I really appreciate it. And here are the video clips for our memories. Thanks, guys.
Hi, my name is Gary Kimmel, and Jake was one of my favoriteest uncles. My favoriteest memory was sleeping over with Richard, having a sleepover, getting up in the morning, and going bowling.
That's trouble.
Going bowling.
Oh, nice.
So we had a blast there. I'm going to miss that guy. So love you guys.
Right on.
Yo, Justin Maestas, grandson. Memory, I dyed my hair blonde when I was a kid, like a fucking white boy, and Grandpa called me Weddle Top. Cheers.
All right, I'm David Acosta. My uncle Jake is my mom's brother and stuff like that. It's one of my best memories of Uncle Jake, because there's a lot of them. But I think the main thing is that I think everyone, the theme that you see here is that no matter when you saw Uncle Jake, and you heard it all today and during the service, always had that smile, right? Always had that smile, no matter what. He made you feel special. You sat there and he would just, for whatever was going on, he's going to make you laugh, right? You were his center of his world, right? At that point in time, that's how he made you feel. I do a lot of fishing and stuff like that in camp, and I used to always show Uncle Jake all the fishing pictures and stuff like that. He goes, I want to go to you at Yampa. And I said, okay, Uncle Jake, let's go. And so finally got him and Aunt Tony to go with us up to Yampa and do some fishing. And of course, Uncle Jake didn't drink enough water, so he had the high altitude sickness. So before we could even take him to the place where I catch the fish, he was sicker than a dog. That's not a good memory to remember him by, but at least we got him up camping and stuff like that. So that was really good. But just going to miss his laughter, his smile, and we love you, Uncle Jake.
Very good.
Hi, we're Craig and Judy Welk from Utah. My uncle is Jake, and my mother was his brother. And our fondest memory is?
We went up the coast with them, traveled quite a bit with them, and had a lot of fun. I sure missed that. And we will keep us in our memories.
Okay. Thank you so
Love
much.
you, Uncle Jake.
Hi, I'm Darlene. Uncle Jake, he was my favorite uncle. I used to babysit for him. I used to watch your dad, nanny. But I have a lot of good memories with him. But my fondest way to remember Uncle Jake is how he loved Tony. They were inseparable. I mean, they are the perfect love story, the perfect couple you want to be like. That was my Uncle Jake and Aunt Tony. They did everything together, went everywhere together, and I just hope I could be like them. I mean, I try to be like them, but forever, he'll be forever in my heart. I'm going to miss you, Uncle Jake. Love you, Aunt Tony.
My name is Giovanni Martinez, and
He's your great uncle.
my Uncle Jake was my great Uncle Jake, and he got shot in the war, and I used to go over to his house and talk to him, and yeah,
What did you like to talk about?
the war and stuff, and that's all I got.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Adrian. I'm Grandpa's grandson, and my best memory of him is when we escaped from the cops in my BMW. And one thing I wish I could have said to him before he passed was that I truly cherished him with all my heart, and I just greatly appreciative of everything he's done for me, and I love you, Grandpa. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
My name is Rick. I'm Uncle Jake's nephew, and he was just always fun and cool to be around. We're always into cars and vehicles, and he would call us in the evening, let's go for a ride. Like, all right. Is it just the guys or what? He's no, Auntie's coming. I go, all right. Then I'm bringing my wife too. So we're driving down the road. We're all on bikes, and he does the. And I'm like, what's that bike signal? And he's just having fun. I'm like, what's that bike signal? Like, what the hell? What does he want me to do?
What is
And he's
meat gas?
he was just having fun. And I'm like, and that's what I know. You know, he was having fun, he was having a good time, and you know, we always had good times riding together. It was about 10, 12 of us. It was a good time all the time.
I am Angel, and I'm Uncle Jake's nephew, his favorite one. Just kidding. But I remember one time Uncle Jake, your dad, Richard, he was making me and Nan walk around like a dog on the house. We couldn't get up. We had to be on all fours all day. And Uncle Jake came home and caught him. And oh man, I never seen Uncle Jake so mad. He whooped the shit out of Richard. And I remember he's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And we were all on all fours. And I was like, well, Richard wouldn't let us get up. And he's like, "What?" And he pulled off his belt and he was like, "Come here, Richard." And then one time I remember Richard was supposed to be at work and he missed work for some reason. I don't know why, but he hid in the trunk of his car. And Uncle Jake was like, "Where's Richard?" And I was like, I don't know, because your dad told me, "Don't tell my dad where I'm at." I'm like, "I'm not saying nothing." And then Uncle Jake, I was like, I ratted Richard out because Uncle Jake was gonna spank me. I was like, he said he's in the trunk, and he popped the trunk and he grabbed the belt, and your dad was already grown and shit. And he was all, I never seen Uncle Jake so mad, but me and Little, we always just hang out together, and we always used to get in trouble. And Uncle Jake, "So I'm taking you home." He's all, "You're a bad influence," and I was like, um, "Little Jake's just as bad as me." Yeah, but he's gonna be truly missed. You know, I loved my uncle with all my heart. He was a great man. That and nobody could say different. Uh, that's all I have to say. It's just he's gonna be missed.
Thank you.
I loved him.
All right, and go.
I'm Alyssa, and I am the great niece. Yes. Or, yeah, that makes sense. Honestly, memories, I just remember him being so sweet and so, like, kind to me. Anytime I, like, walked into his home, anytime that I was in their home, they always, like, treated me like I was just, like, one of their own or, like, a close family member, even though we're not really close. So I really appreciate that.
Awesome.
Hi, my name is Betty Martinez, and he was my compadre. Tracy and Richard have been married for a long time, and he was always a gentleman, loving, sweet, kind. He was the perfect husband. Grandfather, father, and uncle. I'm sure he was, to everybody, he was always the same. A beautiful person.
My name is Maddie. I'm Tracy's niece. A memory of Jake I have is him always having iced oatmeal cookies and watching movies in his basement.
Nat Serrano. Maestas. Hi, Dad. I love you. 1, 2, 3. I'm waiting. He always waited till I got to the door before he screamed, "I love you back."
Bridget and granddaughter. So many memories. I can't even give you just one. Love you, Grandpa.
Hi, my name is Esteban Pacheco. Uncle Jake was uncle of mine by marriage. I married my wife in 2017. That's when I got to know Uncle Jake. We became very good friends, very close. We did some traveling together. We had a lot of good conversations together, and I really enjoyed knowing Uncle Jake. He was a very special man in more ways than you can imagine. You know, we had a lot of heart-to-heart talks. When the doctor told him he only had 2 hours to live and I went and prayed for him, it's amazing how the Lord gave him more time to be able to share with his family and give him an opportunity to make it right with the Lord. And I'm sure he did, because we talked about that. And I don't know, all I can say is that I really enjoyed knowing him. I enjoyed being part of the family, and everybody's accepted me so well. And I really want to thank everybody. And I hope that we will continue, to be family and keep an eye on and keep visiting Aunt Tony, because we really love her very much, and the rest of the family. So thank you very much for this.
Hi, my name is Susie Pacheco. I was Uncle Jake's niece. Of course, I used to babysit for his little Mohegans when they were little. I was the babysitter while they went out and had fun. he was a very special uncle to me. We became very close. And I loved him very much, and I'm going to miss him. I love my auntie, and I hope that she's going to be okay. I know she is because they're taking very good care of her. And I have a lot of special memories about Uncle. He was my padrino when on my first marriage, and he helped me through a lot of bad and hard times. And he never even gave it a second thought to take me into their home, and he was just the best that there could be. Could have been. There's no better man than he was. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sherry Cordova. I'm Jake's niece. And what great memory I have of Uncle is him always dragging me down the stairs and Christmas of 2 years ago where we danced. And what else?
Just something you want to say to him?
And Uncle, I just want to say you're a very good man. I love you, and you're going to always live in my heart. And I have very many good memories of you, and I'll hold them deep in my heart. Love you, Uncle.
What's up, Mark? Miss you, Grandpa. No, whole reason I joined the Army and did 13 years because of you. I love you, and I'm going to miss you.
I wasn't ready.
I am Christopher Maestas Strada. I am the grandson of Grandpa Jake. And my memory is when we went on a road trip to Las Vegas. And we were at the Eiffel, what is it, tunnel? The tunnel. And we all got out. And we were taking pictures with Grandma and Grandpa. And just seeing his big old smile with his family being present was great. That's my memory. Love you.
Camilla, and I'm his great grandmother, and a memory that I like was when I was little and I used to go over to his house and we used to blow up balloons and then draw faces on them and then pass them around and stuff. And I just want to say I love it.
Hello, my name is Paul Sanchez. This is my wife, Deanna. Deanna is actually the one that's related to Jake. But I just want to tell you a quick story about Jake. I grew up in southern Colorado, and Deanna and I would go back and forth to the west of Trinidad, Colorado, or into New Mexico. And we'd be traveling back and forth quite a bit. And we'd stop at the gas station like Walsenburg or the station Aguilar, one of the little towns. And we'd always run into Jake. So when I'd be in the gas station, get something, he'd recognize me and he'd say, hi. And I would walk out and I'd tell Deanna, your cousin was just in there. And she's like, which one? I said, I want the big smile, I would say. Yeah, so we would always run into him. So it was nice. He was a very nice man.
That's all the stories we have.
Hi, I'm Connie Maestas, Vega now, but Jake was my cousin. He was my second cousin. And I guess the thing I remember the most from Jake is that he was a very wonderful person. He had a kind heart. And he went to Buena Vista to go visit me, spent the whole weekend there. And he was very special to me. And I just want to say that I'm going to miss him a lot. And thank you for being a wonderful cousin. And I love you.
I'm Fred, his first cousin. And when they came from New Mexico, they came right straight to our house. And we lived in Brighton. And so they stayed with us for quite a while until they found a place to live. So we were like all piled up in a small house. And we were all like bunched up. So that's all we did, everything together. So that's all I remember him, and because after that, I never got to see him very much, you know, in the fields. I'd see him where they used to work and stuff, but that was the only thing. But that's the only thing I remember, you know, that's been in the 40s and 50s. So that's a long time ago.
Oh, my name is Phil Bustamante.
Jake was my brother-in-law. Tony's my sister. Jake was cool with me, and everybody used to get together up there in New Mexico. They're dumb things, We were talking. He used to always tease my wife that they both used to drink Budweiser and they can't take a picture of each other. He said he used to go tell, they'll go tell Jake's mom and dad what we used to do. Yeah. So we took a picture of him with a can of beer, and by him we told him, we're going to show this to your mom.
My name is Victor Bustamante, and my Uncle Jake. One of the memories I have is cruising around in the big green machine.
Villalobos, yo recuerdo mucho a Grandpa cuando le compraba carros y todo el tiempo me decía que todo el tiempo le pagaba. Y me da gusto porque él todo el tiempo me tenía confianza y yo lo quería mucho y en paz descanse y que Dios que esté en su santa gloria. Amén.
Aww. Hi, I'm Marissa. I'm the first granddaughter. A memory that I have with Grandpa is when we would go to King Supers and he would grab my ponytail and he would let me twist and twist until it turned into a bun. And the words that I would like to say to Grandpa is, I will always love you and I will always miss you. And Grandma's safe with us and fly high.
I'm Jake the third, grandson of Jake Maestas. One memory I have of my grandpa is just riding the motorcycles with him and washing cars. Growing up, we would always wash the cars. Summer heat, no matter how hot it was. And just that nostalgic smell of the wet pavement, the wet sidewalk. One thing I want to tell on my grandpa is I just hope he knows I always loved him and that I'm grateful to have a name like him and I have big shoes to fill.
My name is Michael Maestas, and I'm Jake's grandson. And one memory I have with him is going on motorcycle rides. That's what we did a lot. That's one of my main memories. It's a memory that a lot of us grandkids have with him. One thing I wish I could say to him is, I miss you and I love you.
My name's Austin Ryan. I am Sarah's boyfriend. Riley's dad. Age 30. One of the great memories I can have with him is just being over there, helping him out around the house, help the grass, talking with him, trying to get the bait for the RV, for the grandma, just hang out with him. He's just such a great man, and the energy he had, and love for his grandchildren and all his family. It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life. Thank you for letting me be a part of your family.
I am Mark's ex-wife, his grandson's ex-wife, and I remember going on a boat ride with Grandpa, and he was just smiles the whole time.
I remember staying at their house during a big old rainstorm, and we were going out looking for worms because Grandpa couldn't take me out on the bike that day.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you, Grandpa. Love you, Grandpa.
Love you, Grandma.
Love you.
I love you.
I love you too, Maestro.
Hey, I'm Brandon. I'm Richard's son. And a memory that I have is going underneath the stairs of Grandpa's old house, behind Grandma's wedding dress, and finding a huge box of dirty magazines, which I told at the funeral. And also, Grandpa and I, we like cars, and every time he would get a new car, he'd come over and show it, and I would do the same for him. He was a man that respected hard work, and so do I, so I think we connected there. Love you, Grandpa. Thanks, bye. Peace.
Hi, I'm Tracy. I'm daughter-in-law to Jake. And my favorite memories are dancing with him because he knew how to dance to all of the songs, and he would guide me and lead me around a dance room floor, and I loved it. And he told me to take care of his son. And so I want to tell him I'm taking care of his son. Love you. See you soon.
It's okay, she's still a little bit.